Welcome back, y'all. Okay, today we're gonna be playing this game, which I don't know what it's called. So this is what we're doing. Are we gonna stay with him? Huh? Oh, I'm taking his gear off. Oh. God is that! Leave me that! Why are you eating the fight to me? So let's do this. We're gonna watch a video now. So watch this. This video will be fun. And this video will be fun. I will be like Rich Lev, so don't say you copy Rich Lev, but I would copy him if I want to. So where is it? What is it?
Alright, here we go.
I'm going back to the city. Okay, I'm going to the city. Okay, I'm going back to the city. Okay, I'm going back to the city. Okay, hey, I'm going back to the city. Okay, I'm going back to the city. Okay, I'm going back. Ooh, what's this? God, these YouTube apps. I want to just punch it in his face.
Good morning, Bushwhackers. Today we're venturing into the heart of the
This is
forest
called Tree of Heaven.
to find a plant that's as beautiful as it is deceptive. Poison oak. We all know about it, and here in Pennsylvania it's not as common, but still something to look out for. And here on we aim to uncover all the wonderful secrets that nature has to offer,
What?
no matter how minuscule
No.
or gigantic.
No, I'm ready to pull my fist out.
Found primarily in deep North American woodlands,
And push
poison
my
oak
fist out.
has many different names and
Put
places
my
of
fist
origin.
out.
Also
Don't
referred
make
to
me.
as the tree of heaven.
Don't make me the hood.
In China and Taiwan, one of these invasive species made its way to America
Let's
in
do
the 1700s.
my nice shit.
Took its ground here, but
Yeah.
as many of us know, it's infamous.
Oh, that was it. Y'all want to learn about this stuff?
Obelisk. What if I told you? Some monuments aren't built. They're alive. Obelisks aren't ancient structures. They're living entities. They look like giant stone towers, but their surface is actually organic, almost like flesh.
What?
They've been found in impossible places like deserts and oceans, and they move so slowly, it's almost unnoticeable. But the real danger starts when you get close. Your brain doesn't feel fear. It gets flooded with knowledge, way more than a human can handle. Most people die instantly from that overload. And if someone survives, they don't come back. They get absorbed into the obelisk itself. These things even have tendril-like extensions that can pull people in. And some theories say they've existed since ancient times, possibly influencing human civilization. So they're not just standing there, they're pulling people in, using knowledge as a filter. And the worst part is, they carry infinite knowledge all the time, which means they're constantly suffering. Amber, imagine a creature with no head, watching you through an eye on its chest. That's exactly what Amber is. A tall, distorted humanoid, around 13 to 30 feet in height, with no face, no head, just that single eye in the middle of its chest that can split open into a mouth. Its long arms and fingers are strong enough to break glass, like it's nothing. Amber usually appears at night, especially during colder seasons like fall and winter. People have reported seeing it moving unnaturally fast across rooftops, empty streets, even highways, way faster than something that big should move. And it's not just wandering around. Amber is extremely aggressive and mainly targets children. In most encounters, it doesn't wait. It breaks into houses through windows, grabs a victim within seconds, and disappears without leaving any trace behind. No one knows why it does this. It could be feeding or something else entirely. What makes it worse is that there's no known way to stop or kill it. Its attacks are random, so there's no way to predict when it will show up. The only advice people give is simple. Stay indoors at night, keep everything locked, and don't take chances. Birthday giants. If you ever see a 40-foot figure standing outside your town during a birthday, don't ignore it. Birthday giants are massive humanoid creatures with extremely thin bodies, long limbs, and no proper neck. Their heads are completely black, sometimes shaped like crowns or twisted branches, making them look unnatural and almost symbolic. They usually stand silently outside old towns, doing nothing, just waiting. But the moment someone celebrates a birthday, they become active. They don't attack or make noise. They simply watch, and as soon as they do, people start feeling a strange pressure, like they're being forced to include them in the celebration. If ignored, they eventually leave without causing physical harm. They're not typical killers, but something more disturbing, entities that crave attention and recognition. Because when something that big silently demands your attention, ignoring it doesn't feel like a choice anymore. Watchtower. You know those tall water towers you see in quiet towns? The ones you never really pay attention to? Now imagine one of them, actually watching everything. Watchtower is basically a giant structure that looks like a normal water tower. But the difference is, it has a huge eye at the top. That eye constantly monitors the entire area around it, usually covering quiet or isolated towns. So anything inside that area is always under its observation. Now the main point is, it's not just there to watch. It also controls the boundaries of that area. According to Dr. Nowhere, it works like a system. If someone tries to go beyond the city limits, they instantly disintegrate. So, in simple terms, the watchtower makes sure that everything inside its range stays there, and no one is able to leave.
Still using the browser your phone came with? Upgrade to Opera GX for
Stays there, and no one is able to leave. Driving down the highway. If you ever see something cross the road in heavy fog, don't assume it's an animal. Driving down the highway is a giant creature people have reported seeing on foggy highways. It's extremely tall, with long stretched legs and a sharply bent back, like its whole body is built for speed. But it doesn't run. It moves on all fours, taking long, smooth strides that cover distance way too fast. Most sightings last only a few seconds. It just crosses the road and disappears straight into the fog. And all we know about it comes from a few short appearances on Dr. Nowhere's social media. No origin, no explanation. You just see it once, and then it's gone. The Doctor. It looks like a tall, thin man wearing a suit, but with 6 long arms hanging unnaturally down to its knees. Its head has sharp spikes forming a hat-like shape, and its body is always slightly changing, but still recognizable. According to the lore, it came from something called Nowhere Land, where it was once part of creatures that fed on souls. But unlike them, the Doctor became interested in humans, like it wanted to study them, and that's exactly what it does. It chooses specific people and starts stalking them. Those people begin experiencing paranoia, hearing voices at night, seeing disturbing visions, and slowly losing their sense of reality. Some even develop strange, non-human cravings. The Doctor doesn't attack directly. Instead, it appears before a person's death, sometimes described as bringing gifts or messages, and then guiding their soul afterward. There's even a case from 1947 where it appeared in a family photo without being noticed. The man who took the picture later felt its presence, and a few months later, he completely disappeared, leaving only his clothes behind. So it's not just a creature that kills, it studies you first, and shows up when your end is already close. Padman. Padman isn't something you understand. It's something your brain struggles to process. He's a shadowy figure described as tall, thin, and completely black, with a wide brim hat as the only clear detail. There's no face, no eyes, nothing you can properly recognize. Sometimes his body looks slightly distorted, with unnatural limbs that don't feel fully human. And the way he moves isn't normal either. He doesn't walk, he glides silently, like he's sliding through shadows. In most cases, he doesn't attack or react. He He just stands there, watching, and that's what makes it uncomfortable. You feel observed, but there's no clear way to understand how. The idea of Hatman comes from real-life experiences, especially during sleep paralysis, where people report seeing the same shadow figure with a hat in their room. So it feels familiar, but not fully understandable, and that's exactly why it stays in your head. Rhubarbia. Rhubarbia is something a person once spotted while walking past a building late at night. At first, it just looked like someone standing far away, tall, dressed in black, not moving. But as he got closer, he realized it was way too tall, easily over 20 feet. Then the details started to feel wrong. The head didn't look human at all. It looked like a light switch, with glowing blue eyes and a wide, unnatural grin. And the arms, they weren't arms. They looked like long wires, hanging almost to the ground. The thing didn't move, didn't react, didn't even make a sound. It just stood there, outside the building. And that's the only time Rhubarbia was ever seen. No one knows what it is, or why it was there. Roadwalker. If you ever see a 25-foot figure standing in the middle of an empty road, don't stop. That's the Roadwalker. Roadwalker is a giant humanoid entity from the Dr. Nowhere horror universe, first appearing around April 29th, 2021. The figure stands about 25 feet tall, with a dark, shadow-like body that's hard to clearly see. The only visible detail is a pair of glowing eyes shining through the darkness. Roadwalker usually appears on empty highways or isolated roads at night. What makes this entity unsettling is its behavior. Most of the time, the figure just stands in the middle of the road, staring. In some cases, witnesses say the creature moves slowly with long, unnatural steps, while others claim the figure never moved at all, but still got closer. There's no confirmed origin or purpose. Some theories suggest Roadwalker was created as a weapon, while others believe the entity is guarding some hidden secret. But officially,
You know what? We're done with the Dr. Nowhere. We're doing it for real. Dr. Nowhere.
I'm eating for lunch. You gotta believe it. For lunch? What? Yeah. My burrito. Wait, you know, Charlie's over here be the girl that I have a crush on.
Dr. Nowhere.
That's such a stretch, that is a stretch, but whatever. Literally, can I have Tim Cheese? Mr. Tim Cheese.
Wait, what was that? A heart? Nah.
Cheese! He's not special! Tim Cheese is okay, man. Oh, wait, Sheriff Crab with the rebirth. Oh, I don't even have money for him. You don't even need him. Oh, man. I'm too broke. Okay, let me click on my money. All right, we are now at 6 billion. So basically what I was at before. Okay, really?
Oh, watch this one. This one is really good.
Knock, knock. Hi there. I'd love to show you what a K-12 powered school is really like. Step inside.
All right, here we go. Meat Man. Oh, yeah, how does it move? So, he's not. Oh, boy. Fun guy. Ow, he's hurting my ears. What is that? The feet. Yeah, I don't think that's the feet. Baby eater. Oh yeah, he got that really good. Father Fester. So Father Fester, he's a guy who built chairs and eat chairs, and then he became a chair. If you go close to him, he hits you with a chair. What? Alright, we're done.